Hey Jack Squad, YouTube family and friends, what's going on? How everybody doing? And of course, I know y'all making it happen for yourself, right? So, yesterday was the arraignment for Ernesto Williams, Shirley Strawberry, husband, ex-husband, the scammer, the fraud guy, right? And so the arraignment was only few seconds long. Me myself personally, if they had brought me out and changed and shuffled me out there, I'd have been mad because it didn't last but a second, right? But anyway, he has a court-appointed attorney, and he'll be back in court in 6 months because his attorney needs time to prepare, right? Now, prosecution said you can either choose 3 months or 6 months, but the prosecution said all they needed was 3. They got all what they need, evidently, right? But his lawyer said 6 months, which is cool. Gives them time to prepare a fair and balanced situation, right? Even though it looked like he's guilty of everything they said, right? And I was watching. Now, I watched this on, I got to give a shout out to Pam Esquire. She filmed it, right? And so I was able to see it. Wasn't much going on. But his co-defendant, Erika King, was there, right? Now, I could have swore, and then somebody enlightened me, that because I was like, who is Erika King? That's the co-defendant, but she had other names. So she is definitely a fraud and a scammer, right? She's a con artist, old school con artist, right? Because I was like, who is Erika King? Who is Erika King, right? And, I salute to Pam because she was able to speak with the woman in lightweight, do an interview with her, right? Now, me personally, if I had been Erika King, I would not have talked to her. But I think that Erika wants to portray this woman of innocence, right? Because she did take a plea deal. And I think it says a 5-year suspended sentence with conditions, right? She can't be around money. Some of the conditions, I didn't have them all. She can't be around money, no contact with co-defendant, and can't act as a lawyer. Because, she pretended to be his lawyer during COVID. And, when they had a Zoom court hearing, right? She was his lawyer. Fake lawyer, right? And as I was listening to Pam ask her questions, I said to myself, she's setting the stage. She's in character. She's in character, right? I know a lot of people, con artists, right? And, today they're scammers and so on and so forth. But old school, they're called con artists, right? And I think con artists are a little different than scammer. Scammer going to cheat you out your stuff. But con artists go into full mode of who they are, or who they're portraying to be, or who they want you to think they are, right? Scammer just gonna scam you, right? But anyway, so to speak. But as she was talking, and then she said she was married, she met Ernest at watch service. I was like, huh? What? Now, for y'all that don't know, watch service is what they have watch night when bring the year in. You be at church. I go to it a lot, right, through the years. And what better place to be when the year come in and at church, right? So she met him there with a husband. She had a husband right at that time. And the husband was, let me see, I wrote that down. Was he the head of the deacon board? Wait a minute. Yeah, he was head of the deacon board. He was president of the deacon board, right? He was head of the deacon board. She called him her life partner, right? And so I got here in my notes that Erika is a chameleon. She is a chameleon. And to be a semi-successful, because you're going to get caught, but to be a semi-successful con artist, you have to be a chameleon. That is why she looks so different, because the picture I saw of her initially, she looked like an old lady, right? Then I saw another picture, she looked beautiful, she looked different. She looks like a whole different person. And that's what they were saying in Pam's video, that she looks like a whole different person, right? She is a con artist. She has the ability to be a chameleon, right? And so, she asked her lots of questions, right? She met him at a watch night service. She has a degree in public relations. So she was doing PR for Shirley and her candle business. And I remember when Shirley launched her candle business, I was listening, I used to listen to them on the radio all the time, going to work. Well, anyway, she also stated, now she'd been knowing Ernest for 20 years. It was 20 years ago when she went to the watch night service. He was with whoever his wife was, and she was with her deacon board husband, right? And then through the years, they remained friends. They didn't see each other often, so on and so forth. Then she said she was married to, now get this, y'all. She was married to a comedian on Wilding Out, and she was doing PR for him. And he is the first comedian from ATL to be on Wilding Out. Now, who is that, child? Who is that? Who is that? I started to Google and do all that, but I'm just going to let that be a surprise to myself, right? Because I kind of think I know, but I don't know if she's telling the truth, so I ain't going to put nobody's name out here. Because she may not be telling the truth. And she was saying that Ernesto was her boss. He was always her boss. And so then Pam asked, well, did she live next door? And she went around about with that question, with that answer, right? I still don't know if she lived next door to them or not. But she said she had went on double dates with Shirley and Ernesto. And her and whoever she was with, right? Shirley didn't know who she was. I guess that's what Shirley said. She didn't know the woman, right? We're going to leave that right there. You know, because she does have the ability to be a chameleon. Maybe Shirley wasn't paying no attention. I don't know, right? The conversation she had, that Pam had with Erika was very interesting. She's talked too much. To me, she told too much to a stranger. To me. And I believe that she knew who Pam was and she wanted to get that out. That's what I believe, right? Because she knew Pam would tell us. Oh, I got that right here. She was well aware of who Pam was, and she was in character, right? I just truly believe that because she talked too much. You don't talk to strangers, especially about a court case. You just walk up, talk to somebody randomly that you don't know. You don't do that. She knew exactly who Pam was, and she was in character. That's what I'm going to say. So, you know, Ernesto got 6 months till he find out what they're going to do. And I think at that point, it becomes pretrial. Now, I do know that pretrials can go on and on and on and on. They can sit you in there for a couple of years with the pretrial stuff, right? Hopefully for his sake they don't. Either way it go, he's going to jail. He's gonna be in jail or prison. Either way, it's confinement. And it's just too old, you know. And I'm telling y'all, I hate to see. And you know, he did wrong. But it's just always disheartening to me to see when they shuffle you out. You know, when you got it on your ankles, got it on your wrist, got the orange suit, you are reduced to the lowest form of human you could be. So degrading. It is so degrading, right, to be in that condition, in that state, right? But if you do wrong, that's what happens to you, right? But she says that Ernesto was her boss. I can't get over that part. And I believe this, and I've always believed this, because after listening to Ernesto, that she is, I believe, allegedly, this is my opinion, that she was the head of the operation. I do believe that. Now she has convinced these folks that, because she said she had morals, values, and principles, and she don't do them kind of things, right? She didn't really know what was going on. Ernesto was her boss, so she has convinced these folks of that, and this is why she got a 5-year plea deal, right? And I'm kind of confused as if the plea deal is. Let me read it again. It says 5-year suspended sentence. Now, I think they got him on RICO and so on and so forth, right? Why she didn't get that, I don't know. Maybe because she's going to tell everything that she knows, right? Not quite clear on that, but at any rate, it's going down. It looks like everybody is going federally to the federal penitentiary, right? And it don't, you know, when you get a certain age like Ernesto in his 50s, right? Nobody want to be going. Let me say this. If you do wrong, you got to go. But going to the penitentiary is a young man's game. There ain't no old head got no business in there. If you get sick, you get some ailments, you might not get your medicine. You know, things happen, right? You know, even though the feds give you medicine, but you know, you sitting in jail, in this county jail, city jail, all that ain't nowhere. It's uncomfortable. You know, at a certain age, you want to be comfortable, right? You know, but if you did what you did, but what she did tell, Erika did tell Pam that he always said, I have to protect Shirley, right? That he always was looking out for Shirley, right? So I'm wondering, maybe he did really love Shirley, you know. Maybe he did really love Shirley, right? But I to be involved in such a big scandal, such a big fraud, scam, scheme. If you loved her, you'd have told her what was going on. You wouldn't have blindsided her. That's not love. That's not love. And I just think a lot of men, a lot of people, period, just don't know how to give love. They don't know what love is. They give what they think is love, right? Because if you loved her and you wanted to protect her, you'd have had to let her in on some of this stuff, right? You'd have had to tell her, look here, Shirley, I'm doing some things. And who's to say he didn't? And Shirley just acting like she don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Ernesto went to arraignment. Looked like his hair was cut. He grew. He didn't look. I thought he was gonna look like a wolf man, right? But it looked like his hair was cut and face was trimmed. Looked like from a distance, right? We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I just think at 50 something, you just and you get sentenced. It's like a death sentence, as far as I'm concerned, right? The later years supposed to be your best years. You know what I'm saying? You should not be sitting up in nobody's penitentiary, right? But anyway, y'all, I just want to update y'all on that and give my thoughts on it. Pam did an excellent job, especially having a camera. She's a lawyer, so she was able to go in there and let us see, which really wasn't nothing to see, right? But the information, the tea was that she was able to speak to Erika King, who has many aliases, because I remember her name being something else, the co-defendant, right? So that was the tea. So anyway, again, shout out to Pam Esquire and all the intellects, right? Y'all, thanks for watching Jackie with a Q. Welcome new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. Right? Join my lives at 8 o'clock, and you all be good. See you later.